It's time to introduce the starting five of your Minnesota Timberwolves. At forward, standing 6'9", number 3, Jaden McDaniels. At point guard, at 6 feet, number 10, Mike Conley. The big man, standing 7 feet 1, number 27, Rudy Gobert. At the power forward position, standing 6'8", number 30, Julius Randle. On the guard, standing 6'4", number 5, Anthony Edwards.
Welcome everybody to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Harden and Mann are their guards. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So Greg, a marquee matchup here tonight. Two of the NBA's best teams is some of the best players.
And it's bound to be a fun one, right? There is elite talent on the floor. In this kind of a powerhouse matchup, both teams are looking to make a statement.
Man with it, Edwards defending. Here's Jones, and it's Jones finishing it off.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's Edwards driving inside. The teardrop falls in.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Pass to Leonard. 11 feet away. And it's McDaniels with the rebound. Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless, that's sometimes intimidating for an opponent.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Greg, looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on a 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
And Gobert drops them both.
And Gobert knows his role on this team. Rebound, block shots, and look to score near the basket.
Now, here is Harden. Leonard with the ball. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown, Harden, no good. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. Our coach told me the key is to stay disciplined on defense, especially when guarding James Harden. He said James is special offensively. He's a master at manipulating defenses and drawing fouls. So, of course, they don't want to give him easy points at the foul line. Guys?
Thanks, David.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Timberwolves making a switch here. DiVincenzo's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Powell's checked in. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Harden against Conley. Will it go? Zubac with the screen for Powell. The Clippers rebound. Gobert with the block. Now here's DiVincenzo. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
And boy, when you see someone hurting like this, it's always scary.
Yeah, it reminds you of what's really important. Health, number one. Everything else comes after that.
A different look for the Clippers. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Jones. And Porter subbed in for Terrence Mann. Clippers trail by 8. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And here's Harden for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. And the layup's good off the glass. Edwards got 8 points.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
And this is Harden's specialty, one of the best in the league at drawing contact and yet still able to convert.
Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023, so all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now. If there's an open man, you can make sure that James Harden will find him.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Randall from outside. The rebound by Harden. Porter against Edwards. Bamba a screen on Conley. No good from outside. Got it up. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too. You just give up momentum like that at the end of the quarter.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. With a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we'll be right back after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The veteran wings, Powell and Leonard. Bamba is out there with Batum, and it's Porter at the point. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Now, here's Leonard. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Leonard dishes to Porter. Back to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. The putback. Oh, Leonard cleaning it up.
All right, Kawhi way up on that finish for the putback. He read that miss so well and got himself in great position.
Outside Edwards. Pass to McDaniels. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Rudy Gobert, who's checked in for McDaniel. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Mann's checked in for Bamba. Clippers trail by 14. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
You're right. What a performance. Hey, Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
Always a threat from range. You give Kawhi those looks. That's at your own risk.
Gobert finds DiVincenzo. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Brentley, you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much. Their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Batum. And James Harden has subbed in for Porter. Now here's Leonard. He has 5. 1:31 left to play here in the half. Alexander Walker passes to Gobert. Now here's Edwards. Here's DiVincenzo. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, you can't give that much room. Dante sees the light, and he's going to take care of business.
Pass to Mann. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And, Brent, you know this being in an NBA front office. Last season, the Clippers deemed Terrence Mann untouchable in the Harden trade.
Well, Kevin, you wonder for Terrence Mann if that's due to some of the injuries at the positions that the Clippers were dealing with. But overall, this guy is a star in his role. He's always been a connector. He continues to grow his game and get more confident in his outside shooting. There's a lot of value to what Terrence Mann brings to the table.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Conley in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Here's Harden, following the basket by Julius Randle. That shot off. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Randle. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got his 5th assist in this one. 36 seconds left in the first half. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Jones. It's Powell on the wing. Edwards defending. Here's Harden. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. A 3. A nice shot by McDaniels. McDaniels got 6.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Teron Lue. Teron, what problems are you seeing out there?
Just be able to make shots. We just got to relax. We just got to keep playing.
Thanks for your time, Teron. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You have to like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Conley and Edwards are the guards. Jaden McDaniels is out there with Randall, and it's Gobert in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Harden sets the pick for Jones. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Over in the corner, Conley. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Back to Edwards. Pass to Randall. Bounce pass, Conley. Here's Gobert. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gobert's got 7 points.
Right through the contact. Gobert's added so much strength since being drafted back in 2013. It's helped all facets of his game.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 5. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's McDaniels. No good on that one.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Man gets the bucket.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Pass to Edwards. Randall from outside. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one. The overall game of Julius Randle is impressive. He's gritty. He is in there giving it, Brent, his everything.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about that year where he averaged 24, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, the only other guys that did that were Will Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Larry Bird, Russell Westbrook, Jokic, Giannis. All of those guys won MVPs. That's a heck of a list.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Jones.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
Ansel Conley will bring the ball up for Minnesota. 22 is their biggest lead. A nice shot by McDaniel.
I love the unselfishness, and you know coaches do as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Nobody near Leonard. Off target from three-point range.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And Gobert kicks to Randall. And here's Edwards from the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Randall's got 5 assists in the game. Now Harden, 5 points in the game. Pass to Leonard. Shoots over McDaniel. And it's Leonard missing.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
That one good for 2.
Yeah, it's strong, and it's athletic, and it's left-handed, so tough for guys to adjust to that. Randall, tough matchup.
Bamba with it. Back to man. Pass to Harden. To halt the run. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Powell with the steal. Man with it. Conley picks him up. Man passes to Harden. The tray. Drills the three-pointer. Harden's got 8 points.
There's so many things that make Harden a dangerous offensive player, but that three-point shot, that's tops on the list.
McDaniels kicks to Randall. Outside Edwards. Over in the corner, Randall. Back to McDaniel. Here's Edwards. Bucket is good. 16 points for him.
A big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The veteran wings, Powell and Leonard. Batuma's out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Porter at the 1.
Sometimes you just have an off night, guys, and that's what we've seen so far.
For 3, Edwards. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And that corner pocket triple, terrific shot by Edwards from deep.
The Clippers shooting just 31% in the game. Powell against Edwards. Left side, Porter. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Miller's checked in for Minnesota. The Clippers also changing it up. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Batum. Man comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's James Harden in for Porter. Leonard, the pass to man. There's a good screen. Drives to the hoop. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Ingles dishes to Miller. Ingles passes to Alexander Walker. DiVincenzo finds Alexander Walker. The shot's good from DiVincenzo.
Well, he's got no problems getting inside if there's that kind of room available. Dante with 2.
And here's Los Angeles. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. Back to Powell. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Powell wasting no time to let that one rip.
The Timberwolves shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. Alexander Walker passes to Ingles. Misses the three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
If Leonard doesn't like his options to score the ball offensively first, he'll play with the ball a little bit.
Timberwolves leading by 23. Pass to DiVincenzo. Reed kicks to DiVincenzo. That three off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the basket by Ingles.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Here's Powell. Reed with the block.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Timberwolves.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
Back to Alexander Walker. Pass to Ingles. 43 seconds left to play here in the fourth. 4 on the shot clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on, and that can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going, fully on display here.
Now, Alexander Walker. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. The shot's good from Alexander Walker.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And here is Powell. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Rudy, your impact on the game defensively, always something to watch. What's your approach at that end?
Just try to win games, and my teammates put it out, trusting me, being aggressive on the balls and try to be aggressive at the rim. And when we play as a team like we do tonight, it's tough to beat us.
You were in full Stifle Tower mode tonight, man. Congrats. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. But as we go, let's take a look at our